Thank you so much, Sean, for the very kind introduction. But moreover, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sister in developmental crime in making agri-sexy, Gingay Hontiveros Malvar, who I know is loved by everyone, and of course, PA Joey. Let's just have a quick quiz if everyone was actually listening to what he was saying. What did he say are the 3 things that agripreneurs need? First is what? Money, yes. Next is mentoring. And the third is, I will have to correct that. It's marketing. Because the problem with most marketing that we were all taught, tabi-tabi na po sa Nestle, who's in my panel, is that we've been taught very well how to buy and consume foreign brands, correct? Yes. But have you noticed that we have not been taught how to valorize, premiumize, and to value our local products? It had to take Mr. Henry of Doña Maria, is he still in the house? To actually go and brand a commodity like rice. So now we have a branded product like rice. Anyway, I have the unenviable task of speaking after lunch, but more importantly is to talk about the agriculture value chain, right? How boring is that? So I have an incentive for the speakers today, and some of you, we're bringing in a sample of what a great local agri-product could be. We will have great ice cream in a bit, huh? Diba? So, without further ado, I promised that to my speaker, so we'll have that in a bit. May I invite one of our pillars in the coffee industry, a leader in ASEAN integration. May we invite Miss Ruth Novales, the Vice President and Corporate Affairs Executive of Nestle Philippines. Madam, we're all looking forward to hearing from you.
Good afternoon to everyone. I'd like to thank Ms. Maclang for that very nice introduction. But more than anything else, ang Nestle po ay Pilipinong-Pilipino at ang Nescafe po ay kaping Pilipino. And most especially, ang love ng Nestle sa Pilipino ay parang iced tea, real na real at bottomless. Okay? So what are we going to talk about this afternoon? This afternoon, I'd like to thank PA Joey. Unknown to a lot of you, I am a fan of Sir Joey because he's been my ex-boss in the 80s. He's the first mentor I know, and he's also the mentor and tormentor of my marketing life. And Sir Joey, after 24 years, I'm here before you sharing the story of the farmer and Nescafe and the coffee in the Philippines. Okay, so why coffee in the first place? The program I'm going to share with you in value chain is called the Nescafe Plan. It's a global plan for all markets of Nestle in the coffee belt. So hindi lang po dito, ngunit sa buong mundo kung merong kape. So why coffee? We'll know that as I talk how many minutes ago, a lot of coffee are drunk in the world. And kung magpapatanim tayo ng plant to a farmer, we have to make sure that there is a market for that kind of crop. Therefore, the Nescafe Plan is what we call a creating shared value. That's the name of the program in the coffee sector. And when you say creating shared value, it is sustainable because there is a business need and a social need. The business need is we need good coffee beans for Nescafe, and we are here to help farmers in the community have a livelihood. Therefore, very simple, what is the Nescafe Plan? It increases farmer incomes through better yields, and also it's an inclusive growth model, meaning we want to help people in the tinatawag nating nandun sa laylayan ng lipunan. Okay, so what is the value chain? The value chain is not to be minced just words. The value chain is something that has to be worked on because it is the different activities in a link that adds value to the product. In this case, it's coffee. How do we do that? From planting the coffee plant to consuming it, you have to help the farmer and be with him all the way. Training, technical assistance, transparency, and most importantly, traceability. Do you know that when we train farmers, because we are able to know where the coffee came from, we can tailor fit our training to the kind of bean quality that the farmer has produced so that we can help him increase his yield and his quality. Okay, so how do we do that? Very, very simple lang po. Sa Nestle po, we just focus and we try to be as simple and workable as possible. Number one, partnership with government. A lot of government officials are here, and I can say that right now there's so many cooperation happening between the private sector and government. Second, let's start with the very beginning, a good plant. Mahirap na pong magtanim, but if you give a farmer a bad plant, then it's doing injustice to him. The plant has to be climate resistant, pest resistant, it has to be climate change resistant, pest resistant, and do you know that a coffee plant in a good variety can live up to 50 years and help the farmer, family, and his children. Capacity building. You don't give a farmer a good plant, but don't teach him how to take care of that. So we do that as well in the program. 4, do you know that even a farmer has 1 sack of coffee, we welcome him in our buying stations, we pay the same day, and he gets graded the same day. And 5, do you know we also have success stories? Yes, this really happens. The man said we have to provide food for all, and we have to be really agripreneurs. So we're working with government with the same objectives. And this is how we do it. We take care of the plants, the training, and government takes care of LGU links. The LGU, by the way, has a big part to play in all of this. And they procure the plants through public bidding, hopefully for the joint development of the coffee industry. Now, this picture shows how the public-private partnership in coffee works. So we're able to develop a coffee roadmap for 2017 to 2022, and this coffee roadmap took 6 years to do. Wagla pong bibitaw, nagtrabaho lang po kami together, and this now will hopefully result in the good development of the coffee industry. What kind of plants? These are our nurseries. This is where the babies really grow to be good plants, somatic embryogenesis, really, really hardy plants to help the farmer, and they can fruit in really faster time. Okay, so these are the kinds of nurseries we have nationwide where farmers can go and buy their plants, and the government has public bidding for them. Ayan po, we covered the whole Philippines, making the plants near the farmers. What kind of training? In the future, there's gonna be what we call ASEAN integration. And how do you help the farmer? We help him by making sure that the coffee beans in the Philippines are globally competitive. And therefore, we teach him what we call, in the buying station as well, 4C. 4C is the ISO of the coffee in the world. It's called the Common Code for the Coffee Community. We have training modules in the dialects of the farmers. We get foreign verifiers, and once he is verified, then the farmers are able to get more money for the beans. 70% of all the coffee beans bought by Nestle in the Philippines already responsibly sourced, and almost 80% of all our farmers are IPs. So I have 1 minute. Proof of concept. We have done it. We have done it with government because right now we have a proof of concept that if you give money, sabi nga ni Sir Joey, money, mentoring, marketing kami yon, we buy the beans, nakikita mo na talagang you can help farmers. We got money from the German government, and the German government gave a grant, not a loan, to a farmer community in Surigao Sur, and after 3 years, they were able to sell 154% more yield from their coffee plant. We were able to identify what's wrong in the system, and we were able to provide them with the money, all they need, and this is the result. Further, we were able to teach them mentoring to be agripreneurs. What are the kinds of mentoring? We taught them basic technology on coffee, business management and accountancy, project coffees, composting for fertilization, water conservation. Also, we taught them how to have additional income stream by selling plants themselves and nurserying. And we rejuvenated their trees. Because po ang trees, mabubuhay ng 50 years, ibebelofy mo lang siya every 8 years. Parang babae. And one of the best success stories we have is intercropping with coconut. We just won the Philippine Coconut Authority Crop Diversification Awards last month because the coffee and the coconut intercrop did very well to alleviate the lives of coconut farmers, especially in Yolanda heat areas. And this is what the results was. You can see that the yield was very good in 4C as well. Hindi pa po kami tapos kasi hindi kami pagod. For sustainability, we have to do a lot in order to equip the farmers with the following initiatives. Kung walang kuryente, paano na magdadry ang farmer? So we taught them how to do an all-weather dryer. We also taught them sludge and vermicomposting. We have the most healthy worms because ang worms po namin, doon namin nilalagay ang waste ng factory. So Bear Brand, Milo, yung pong kinakain ng mga worms na pinamimigay namin sa farmers for vermiculture. Composting as well is given to farmers in order to condition the soil because you also have to help the farmer that way. And of course, pag walang kuryente, kailangan din i-harness ang araw. Solar initiatives are also being done. Last but not least is trichoderma mass production to maximize also the resources that we give to the farmer in the field. So, the story is just beginning. This is our KPI. And we are continuing to live and love the farmer by making sure that we live up to the KPI of increased income through better yields and making the farmer an agripreneur. Thank you very much.